All right, welcome back to the Crypto ZX channel. You guys know what time it is. We're going to be talking about XRP. Smash that like button if you have not done so already, but let's get right into it. So Ripple's Brooks highlights the World Economic Forum's prediction that 10% of global GDP will be tokenized by 2027. And again, now a lot of people are going to come out and say, well, what do you mean, tokenize? How is this going to affect XRP ledger? Well, this is where your research portion comes into play. But anyhow, we're going to touch a little bit more into this, but let's take a look at what's happening with the broader market. Before I do that, as always, just a quick disclaimer. Anything on this channel is not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence and research when you are investing in crypto. So looking across the market, the overall market has seen quite a significant pullback today, and I spoke about that in the update earlier. And that's just a reality. Bitcoin was unable to hold above $64,000, and the whales came and tried to shake out the weak hands and manipulate the markets, and we've been seeing that happening over the course of the last 3 to 4 months now, to be specific. And I know a lot of people are tired of this, but welcome to the crypto land, guys. Believe it or not, this is how things are. And us crypto OGs, and I know a lot of people that have been in this space for quite some time know exactly what I'm talking about. You kind of get immune to it, right? That's just a reality. A lot of manipulation occurs. So best advice that I can give you guys for like a tip is to never leverage trade, guys. Leverage trading will wipe you out in times like this. And speaking about times like this, I know some people are going to come out and make the argument that, oh well, leverage trading that only happens when you see manipulation. But in this case, we've been seeing manipulation, massive amounts of fake outs over the course of the last 3 months, and yes, that can wipe people out. So don't fall for these tactics. I would suggest you guys to stay away. As long as you have done your due diligence research and you are interested in crypto, then spot purchasing is the best, where you actually buy the project. But one thing I want you guys to notice is as the overall market is going down, I've been indicating this, that XRP is holding much better than the broader market. It's only down 3.3% compared to the broader market. Bitcoin down 6.3%. Dominance still sky high right now, and XRP is still only down about 3.3%. And this momentum that we've been talking about, this is where the confirmation we can see. I know the people that are focused on the price just going up, like in a snap of a finger, just straight to the moon, tend to not focus on this. But the true believers that actually think about it from a realistic standpoint, understand as to what I'm saying. You guys know on this channel, I know I sound like a broken record, but I don't believe in some these crazy price predictions that are told. I keep it 100% realistic with you guys. And and I know a lot of people support that part. So we need to look at it from that standpoint. But anyhow, we'll get back into the price a little later. Let's take a little look at this. So Brooks is saying that about 10% of global GDP will be tokenized by 2027. And again, of course, that's a huge statement to make. Maybe we won't get to that 10%. Of course, a little bit of a bias comes into play because, of course, Brooks does work for Ripple. But tokenization is the future. We're seeing real world assets being talked about. Tokenization, at the forefront this time around. Asset managers like BlackRock, guys, you need to realize how huge BlackRock is. And are we talking about just news that we're pulling out of thin air, or are we actually talking about BlackRock? Larry Fink actually confirming this. If you go research this, Larry Fink has been publicly speaking about tokenization and how it's the future of finance. And this is where the tokenization, the potential of that really comes into play in real world assets, of course. And XRP ledger is at the forefront of this, believe it or not. And you're seeing so many different entities, as we know, we cover it on a day-to-day basis. They're showing interest to the XRP ledger for no reason. They're showing it because they see a potential. And with RLUSD launching, it's a game changer, of course, as time goes by. So of course, time is going to tell, but of course a lot of banks have been testing the XRP ledger. I believe there's sometimes there's agreements in place where you're not going to come out and announce the official partnership right away, because of course a lot of things go into place. But there's been some banks that are actually testing. If you've been a real XRP holder from the beginning, there's actually a lot of banks that actually have been testing in testing phase for quite some time. And of course testing doesn't go for that long, and I do believe there's due to some agreement in place where you don't just announce a partnership right away like that. But again, very interesting take. Do let me know your personal thoughts down below regarding this, but I want to go over this with you guys. So what does XRP whales accumulation mean for the price? And speaking about the whales accumulation, this kind of coincides with what I just said earlier. XRP is holding much better than the broader market, and I know some people are going to come out and point out, some of these other coins that are holding much better. But we're looking at the broader market, and XRP does tend to actually lag behind the broader market. But no, not right now. That's not the case. And that's something realistically that we do need to pay attention to. But anyhow, you could see the XRP supply held by entities with at least 1 billion tokens, guys. That's a huge amount. In balances has increased modestly since August 24th from 41.14% to 41.22%. And I know a lot of people are going to be like, it's not even a percent, but guys, that is still an increase, and we will take that. Anyhow, you can see, however, the rise coincides with the increase in the holdings of lower whale cohorts, specifically among entities with a balance between 1 million and 100 million XRP tokens, brown and black. From an on-chain analysis perspective, whale accumulation during price dips show traders' conviction about a potential price rebound ahead. Fundamentally, that could be due to growing euphoria around the potential rate cuts in September, as well as XRP relatively underbought status in the crypto market this year. And speaking about the underbought, I really agree with this specific thing. XRP, all the holders, can obviously relate to this. A lot of comments on a day-to-day basis, XRP is not doing anything, XRP is not doing anything, because, the buying pressure is just not there. A lot of other coins are outshining XRP. A lot of other coins are outshining a lot of these projects, especially the new kids on the block, such as, new layer ones, which are more speculative meme coins, that market itself is huge this time around. Those are things that a lot of people don't tend to think of, but of course that is also a huge deal. But this time around, the SEC lawsuit was also a huge factor as to why investors were still on the sideline, waiting for a little bit of a confirmation coming out, and we have seen that confirmation coming. But still, at the same time, as we've discussed, a lot of money still on sidelines, waiting for whether or not SEC is going to come in and appeal. But whales are accumulating, and this is something that we do need to realize, and again coincides with the price action that we're seeing currently as of recording this update. But let's continue to take a look at what's happening. So SMQKE brings out a very good point, and I want to kind of cover this as well and share my personal thoughts with you guys. Ripple as a central bank. In the Russian PowerPoint, it states that the new technology that are being tested operate in a closed mode and do not disclose information about their activities. And literally, what I just said to you guys, maybe there's some agreements in place where you don't want to be mentioning anything, and I think that could really be going on. These are the most powerful financial institutions in the world. Naturally, they keep the technologies they are testing hidden from the public's eye. This is why discussions about Ripple working in the test mode with major banks only occurred within confidential presentations like this one. This information was never meant for retail's eyes. The Russian presentation even refers to Ripple as a central bank. And it further describes the deflationary nature of XRP, explaining that it has a supply becomes more scarce as XRP is burned in every transaction, which in return, turns the price through the reduced supply. But speaking about reduction, one thing I kind of disagree with this is because the fact that, there is massive unlocks. And if you're a part of the XRP community, you know about this, there's massive unlocks. But of course, them saying the RLUSD coming and, majority of it is to be used for, XRP ledger. Again, you can look at it from that perspective too, but that is something I don't 100% agree with. Of course, this is from the statement itself, but that is one specific thing that I can mention to you guys. But anyhow, very interesting take. Do let me know your personal thoughts down below regarding this. As far as its price momentum goes, Bitcoin has gone back above $59,000 right now, but I'm still not buying it because we're below key levels. As far as XRP price is concerned, you guys can see XRP is holding much better than the broader market. It is approaching that key resistance faster than you can think. So again, so far so good. We're still below the very important key resistance where I would like the price of XRP to be above, but we're going to take it one step at a time. Do let me know down below what you guys personally think about this, and thank you so much for all your support. We'll see you tomorrow in Crypto ZX and peace.